Good morning. How are we doing today? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your daily energy check-in. This one is going to be for Friday, September 26th, and this particular video here will be for my Geminis, Cancers, Leos, and Virgos. We're going to start today at Cancer. So this one's for my Cancerians. Okay, got it. I hope everybody's doing good today. Cancer. There we go. Hey, come back. All right, what do we get? For my Cancers, we got Four of Pentacles, the Magician, and the World card. Okay, Cancer. So the whole situation here is you're manifesting the life you want. Okay, and we get that. But there's a cycle that's closing out, and you're trying to either not let it, or you're trying to not let part of it close out. There's something here that you don't want to let go of. For some of you, I feel like it is your freedom. There is a sense of freedom that you are very much so trying to not let go of, maybe. Or there's a sense of youth, what you consider to be youthfulness. There's something here that you are digging in your heels to not let go of. However, I don't think you're being very honest with the people around you about the fact you don't want to let go of this one thing. I also don't think that the cycle over here can close out successfully unless you do let go of this. There's got to be a give and take, you know what I'm saying? Even with spirit. Even with spirit, there has to be like an equal exchange, right? I do feel like your manifestations are very powerful right now. The issue here is that you are trying to make deals where I don't think deals are to be made, you know? Some things really are just black and white, cut and dry. You want this, you have to get rid of that type of deal, you know? And there is something here about you trying to blur those lines. I mean, kudos to you for trying, right? You might as well go for whatever you want, but I don't know how that's going to play out. However, I'll still be here doing daily check-ins, and so we can figure it out together when I get to see how it turned out, right? Maybe you'll have the ability to do it. Maybe. There you go. Your energy today is you are pushing boundaries. You are trying to get everything you want in a situation, is what I see. Okay, from Cancer, we go to Leo. What do we got today, Leo? For my Leos, where are you at? Oh, Leo. Okay, come on. Okay, I got it. Leo. We have Seven of Wands, the Tower, and the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Well, the Tower's in the center. There is something here. I get the feeling that you are definitely not just allowing this tower to fall. You could be like throwing the dynamite into, make it fall quicker. I don't know. This feels like a false start to something. There was a false start here. You know, you got something going. I don't know if this is a job, a friendship, a relationship. I'm not sure. But whatever it was, it's like you started something, but you feel like you started it on the wrong foot, or you started it maybe inauthentically. Maybe you told a white lie from the start. I don't know, but something here was off. So now you're trying to blow this up, blow the tower up, because you still want to collaborate with whoever this is that you're collaborating with. But you want to do it from a more honest place or something. You want to start over. This is like wanting a redo, you know, start this over again. Something here was off from the start. Okay, Seven of Wands on the other side, you're definitely being very defensive. I'm just not sure if you're defending the dynamic you have with this person, or are you defending yourself? Are you defending whatever's happened? I'm not sure, but you're being defensive. Maybe you're defending everything, huh? You're just standing there defensive. Got your sword drawn or whatever, you're just going to defend everything. You definitely still want to collaborate with whoever this is, but you're trying to get a restart. You want to start over. Wipe the slate clean and just start from the beginning again. And it's, yeah, I don't know. I get the feeling maybe you weren't totally honest going in. That's how this feels. That's what I got. All right, that's what I have for Leo right now. Okay, let's go back around. Now where are we at? Gemini. What do we got for my Gemininis? The Gemini. Yeah. Okay, try again. For my Gemini. Okay. There we go. All right, Gemini, you've got Ace of Swords, 10 of Wands, and the Moon. All right. Well, with the 10 of Wands in the center, this is saying that you are definitely heavily burdened right now. You're burdened because you know something's off. This is one of those deals where you just feel something's off. The math ain't mathing on something for sure. On one side, I have the Moon, so this is something that's been done in the dark that's trying to bubble up to the light, right? Your intuition is screaming at you right now because you just know something is off. And with the Ace of Swords, you're trying to find the truth. You're trying to figure out what it is. That is what we're doing here. And it's become a very heavy burden. Huh. Okay, well, I have no doubt with the Ace of Swords here, you intend to get to the bottom of it. I feel like you know it like you know your name. You know something's off, but you have no proof. So that's why you are really searching right now. I feel like for some of you, you've been quite patient. That's why this is coming through as a burden. Because you've been patient, you figured whatever was done in the dark would come to the light, right? But it's taking a long time, and that's starting to bother you. You're starting to question your own intuition. Don't do that, believe me. If your intuition's screaming at you, you're right. But now you're on this hunt for the truth. You're trying to get clarity. The off part here is that when you get the clarity, you know it's going to hurt you. So there's a part of you that hopes that you're wrong. When was the last time you were wrong when your intuition was screaming at you? Probably not any time recently. Okay, hold on a minute. I couldn't figure out who I had forgotten to do, but I skipped Virgo, right? So now we'll do Virgo. Okay, sorry. Gemini, what is your energy then? Always listen to that voice inside of you, okay? But you are definitely on the hunt for some kind of clarity or proof to be able to prove that your intuition is on point here. Okay? All right, now we're up to Virgo. Virgo. How'd I skip you, Virgo? I don't know. But we're going to fix it right now. Here we go. Virgo, Virgo. Hi, Virgoians. Here we go. Okay, Virgo, Virgo. All righty. I got 5 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. Okay, in the center we have the 8 of Pentacles. So this is something that you have put a tremendous amount of effort, work, whatever, emotion. You put a lot into something, okay? On one side I have you with the 5 of Cups, which is a sense of loss and regret. On the other side I have the 9 of Wands, which was, is you feeling quite wounded. But the center is still this 8 of Pentacles. So I feel like there is a situation or, I don't know. I'm not sure if this is a situation, a job. Maybe it's a direction in life that you feel like you went fully invested into. You fully invested into something only to have it hurt you and leave you feeling very much so like you were at a loss. However, it has not changed your investment here. You are determined to see this investment through. Possibly to prove that you're right. That's what I feel like here. I feel like this is a situation where you've thrown all caution to the wind in this one dynamic, and it's because you refuse to be proven wrong. Because you know you're right. So you're sticking it out. Even though nobody really cares. I mean, you care, I guess, but nobody else is really paying attention anymore. But you're still determined to be able to prove that you were right. I imagine you'll succeed. I don't know that it'll be worth it in the end, but as long as it's worth it to you, then I'm on board with it. There you go. Do what you got to do. But looks like it's costing you an awful lot as far as emotionally goes. But you are very determined to prove that you are right in this situation. So there you have it. All right, y'all. That's what I have for today. No matter what the cards say, go out and make it the best day you possibly can. If you made it to this point in the video, can you do me a favor and just tap the like, share, follow, I don't know, leave a comment, do all of them, one of them, anything. All of it helps me a bunch, and I appreciate you greatly for it, okay? If anybody needs a private reading, send me a message. I'll get you details. We'll work it out. That's pretty much the whole deal there. Everybody's readings today seemed a little bit off, but anyways, that's what I have for today. All right, you guys, thank you.